What is good, everybody? What's going on? Welcome to another edition of TD Sports Talk. This is your boy Thomas from the Bronx, and shout out to the Bronx, and shout out to the family TWT, the winning team. And we're back with another video, another throwback, another flashback, another historic event we will be posting here shortly. We started last week. We posted. We did a throwback Thursday. We posted a fight between Lupe Pintor versus Wilfredo Gomez. And today, today being that it's December 15th, 2023, we look at any historic or memorable fights or events, sporting events that happen within the week. Or if you guys leave comments or something you want me to post, I'll look into that as well. And I'll go back in time and we're going to go back to 20 years ago. 20 years ago, 2003. We're going to go back to December 13th, 2003, which is a couple days ago, 20 years ago. And we're going to go to a fight, a welterweight undisputed championship fight, you know, and this was between the IBF welterweight champ, Cory, the next generation Spinks, and he took on the WBC and the WBA champion in Ricardo El Matador Mayorga. This fight took place in Atlantic City. It was a Don King promotion. It was in the three belt era, the undisputed three belt era. And even though the WBO was, in existence, I believe Margarito was the WBO champion at the time. The WBO wasn't recognized as you know, as a title until approximately 2007 or 2008. And as I just said a little while ago, this was a Don King promotion. Um, the main event of this card was Bernard Hopkins was taking on William Joppy. A notable thing about this fight was they had a pre-fight bet of $50,000 where Joppy told Bernard Hopkins, "You couldn't knock me out." Hopkins ended up winning the fight by unanimous decision. Also on the card, I think, as you can see here, Zab Judah was on the card. I believe he won in the first round knockout. He later on fought Spinks twice for undisputed, and Rahman fought John Ruiz. I believe John Ruiz won in a decision over Rahman. As you see here in the flyer, in the promotion, it was Hopkins, Mayorga, and Rahman. Uh, as the big faces of the card, of which two of the three lost, and then below you see Jab Judah and Alex Garcia. So so we're gonna go back in time. We're gonna go back to this fight with Spinks and Mayorga. Spinks was the underdog. The announcers before the fight were comparing Michael Spinks beating Holmes in a big upset to this fight. Um, seeing if Cory Spinks would pull off the upset in the same way, which, as we all know, he eventually did. What I'm going to post here, we'll be posting, mostly highlights of the fight. I'm not everything in the fight. I did post the last round, the 12th round of this fight. Um, the scorecards of this fight, Spinks ended up winning in a majority decision. Spinks ended up winning on two judges' scorecards. Arthur Ellenson had it a draw. John Keane had it 117-110 in his favor. Henry Eugene Grant had it 114 to 112 in Spinks's favor to win the fight. Also noted in this fight was that 2 points were taken away from Mayorga. Mayorga lost a point in the fifth round for hitting after the bell, which he was warned about earlier on in the fight, and they took a point away from him at round 11 for holding and hitting. I thought that was kind of suspect. But he was warned throughout the fight, Mayorga, with his dirty tactics. I also thought that in the 12th round that Mayorga dropped Spinks and it wasn't called. They ruled it a slip. Spinks fell a few times in this fight, but they were legit splits. Slips, sorry, slips in this fight. But I thought that in the 12th round that wasn't a slip. I thought that was a knockdown. I actually scored the fight in favor of Spinks as well. The same score, 114, 112. And so that means if you don't take away the 2 points, this fight would have been a draw. So without further ado, Let's go to the fight. You guys, let me know what you think at the end of this fight, and let me know what you think in the comments, and let me know any suggestions you may have for the future as I do this. I'll try to do this once a week. If I do miss a week, I promise to get back on at least in the next week. I know next week I may be on vacation. I may be going away, so I'm not too sure if I'll be doing one or not. But you never know. But please leave any comments also. And also, we'll be on tonight, Friday Sports Talk, Friday night Sports Talk tonight. I'll have Socrates Palmer. We may have a guest or two tonight. Next week, I know we are due for a very special guest. I'm not going to reveal that guest now. We may mention it on the show tonight. So, yeah. So, without further ado, um, enjoy the fight.
Wearing red with white, he officially weighed in at 146 pounds. His professional record, an outstanding one. 31 victories, including 11 knockouts, with only 2 defeats. He comes to us from St. Louis, Missouri, and he brings with him the heritage of the Spinks Jinx. He is the IBF Welterweight Champion of the World, Cory, the next generation Spinks. And his opponent across the ring, wearing black trimmed with white, he officially weighs 146 pounds. 25 victories, including 22 knockouts, against 3 defeats with 1 draw. Damas y caballeros, de Managua, Nicaragua, here is the WBA, WBC Welterweight Champion of the World, Ricardo, el Matador Mayorga.
It's pertinent to our fight. So we're set to go. Here we go. As you look at Cory Spinks, he's the Southpaw in red. Mayorga immediately makes gestures, shakes his head. He's the forever showman here. Straightens out his arms, kind of like a guy sitting down to play the piano. Goes fishing downstairs, touches up the body. You see the power of Mayorga as he lets the right hand fly, and then almost like a hockey dancer just strolls around and struts around.
Yeah. He's just trying to take Cory Spinks out of his game plan.
We expect to be explosive, and there's the awkward attack of a guy they call the Matador, and you know, Matador is served with grace.
I think so. He's still just game plan.
As you say that, you see the awkward angles from which the punch is thrown, and he knocks him down, actually pushes him down. Now Tony Hernandez says, whoa, put a guy down on his knees like that. Don't you dare hit him. Don't get disqualified. My instructions to Mayorga, they say that a straight left hand down the middle from the Southpaw. That's the power shot by Cory Spinks. But Mayorga, with all his awkwardness, has outboxed Cory Spinks. How about that? At the bellies with the hand on the back of the head and unleashes an unmerciful right uppercut, which luckily was round number 2 in the Undisputed Welterweight Championship, the unification of the WBC and WBA held by Mayorga and the IBF held by Cory Spinks. It's an exciting time in this welterweight division. A stiff left hand right down the middle that time by Cory. Bother him a bit. I mean, you talk about a cocky guy. By the way, in the first part of this round, Cory Spinks is outboxing Mayorga in this round. And this is exactly what Cory Spinks has to do. Virgil.
Well, he's going to have to do this for 12 rounds because Mayorga's going to...
And turning him, he's doing it. He's doing that by... But for the first 2 minutes of this round, it's Cory Spinks winning the second round. Now you see the assault, all wild shots, all awkward at this point. Staying away and stepping inside and stepping away. That's all he has to do. And he's doing it perfectly in the second round.
Yes, he is.
Mayorga avoiding the double jab. There's the jab in the face of Mayorga again. So Mayorga basically has done nothing in the second round except catch shots. All right, at the bell, Mayorga wants to roughhouse it.
Good thing you didn't hit him. I'd have took a point away.
And Tony Orlando, I don't know if you can hear that. I don't know if you can hear that on Cory Spinks with the IBF belt. This is round 3. It's scheduled for 12. And his Mayorga opening up to open it up. He can show the power. And right now, Spinks is fighting a perfect fight. Oh, he got caught that time. That time he felt the power. It blinked his eyes a little bit. He comes right back, and it makes Mayorga real cocky. He says, come on, let's mix it up. But Cory Spinks is a professional fighter, and he knows what he's doing in there. As I say that, Mayorga loads up.
He's more square opposed to Cory. He gives you more of a shoulder.
And he came forward with that lunging right hand. He has it. Muhammad Ali used to get away with that on length. Look at this! Cory Spinks makes him pay! He didn't know he was held two versions of the welterweight belt. He said, this guy can't fight at all.
Well, he's definitely not a guy you want to model one of your young fighters have.
He's a great fan. But it works for him, and that's what's important. He spanked Cory Spinks right on the nose with a stiff right hand, an awkward right hand. Been warned twice about hitting Spinks down and hanging on and hitting. That stage he didn't seem to be stepping back into his jab, driving off the back foot. And now he did a nice job counter-punching Mayorga coming in. Those hands came in with a little short, crisp shot. Chopping left hand that time. Mayorga went the distance in his last fight in 3 rounds, then it's all stoppages because of the octagon dysfunction. You can judge yourself. Look at this! Spinks catches him inside with 2 good shots. The champions of the world, both heavyweight champs. And of course, Michael, perhaps one of the greatest, although Virgil Hill was a great light heavyweight champ. I disagree. He's certainly, but arguably one of the great light heavyweight champs of all time. So are you, by the way. So
thank you.
All right, the bell ends. Round number 4. Still top 10. Still wants another title shot. And right now we've got the unification of the welterweight championship here as Mayorga stands in showboat.
You're seeing a little frustration on Mayorga. He wants Cory to stand and fight.
Nights of World Championship fights. Oh, there's a shot! One of the better shots of the fight by Mayorga. And now watch him attack. He's a guy that knows how to finish. Cory Spinks trying to cover himself up so he doesn't get nailed again. Mayorga would love to finish it. But Spinks' legs seem okay. Looping shot landed again. He hangs on and lets one go again. Now Spinks says, come on, let it go. The crowd loves it. He makes Mayorga miss a lot, though, doesn't he?
He does. But he still needs to be on his horse.
And again, a third warning. And at some stage, the referee, Tony Orlando's going to have to take a point away from Mayorga. All right, the bell ends. And again, at the bell, he's taking a point away because he hit after the bell. It's the 6th round of a scheduled 12-round fight. Cory Spinks is not boxing this guy right now in the 6th round.
He really is. He's not letting Mayorga turn this into a slugfest.
Past the halfway mark.
When Mayorga comes forward, he can counterpunch.
Ricardo, the type of boxer you are, and a terrific boxer in your career, everything is cruising his way, and all of a sudden the break right hand is terrific for Mayorga at the end. But is that one right hand good enough to offset the boxing trophy? Enough that victory over Murad Hacker, and of course, in a long time. As Mayorga landing the looping shot. That time he slipped, and immediately Tony Orlando waves it off. That situation there. In this 7th round, having a difficult time against the Southpaw. Now we mentioned, as an amateur, that Southpaw did give him problems. You see him hanging on and such a big star. Mayorga's getting away with some stuff here.
Stop!
Look at that. That time he... Cory Spinks. Nice quick hands again by Spinks. I tell you, Tony Orlando, it's a very tough fight to referee. He's got to get in there to make sure that nothing happens to ruin what is a pretty exciting fight for the crowd anyway. You see, in front of cars, it looked like after about 7 rounds, he might have been running out of order gas too. And there's a pretty good pace in this fight, and he just got cracked by Cory Spinks. Cory whacked him, they exchanged shots. Now, as the bell ends round number 7, I don't know, but he is a terrific boxer. This Mayorga with top. Look at his body, and it's in tremendous shape. And here he is opening up again. Been ducking underneath the wall. And he digs it. Doesn't want to turn his back on this guy. Oh, there's a straight right hand, and it might have staggered Spinks a little bit that time. First time he's really been shaken, and he's not 100% back yet. Right now. With less than a minute to go in the 8th round. And as a matter of fact, his legs did look weak on that. Some in the back of the head. Almost out of time, and the belt ends the 8th round. All right, here we go to the 9th round. Look at Mayorga slip. Only that one occasion I see the fight of it shaken.
Good champ.
You agree with that, Brent?
I would agree with that.
Yeah, but they can hook from it. What he's trying to do is get around off the left, big crafty guy himself. That time he comes in with his head down and Spinks spank.
Come on, let's go. Break!
Mayorga tries to load up the right hand. It's not working for him. You know why? Because he does run the straight right hand down the middle of the southpaw.
Body.
Here we are in the last few seconds of the fight, the round again. And it's a round in which Spinks have won 2 minutes and 50 seconds in the round, and then again. All right, here we go to the 10th round. And remember, this is 12-round championship distance. Ricardo Mayorga stated to the commission terrific job. This is a tough fight to keep under control. I mean, you can disqualify a guy anytime. Spinks clipped him real good. A little roughhouse tactics by Cory Spinks. East St. Louis, Missouri guy gets him up in his shoulder and bangs him in the gets him off that shoulder with a left hook. Mayorga didn't like that. Look at the concerned look in his face. This isn't the face that we saw this guy in the first 2 rounds of the fight. He's determined enough.
Exactly.
Hey,
those big shots, he's missed a lot of them.
Mayorga attacks again. Comes with the uppercut. Nice move this time by Mayorga. And he may have hurt him with that uppercut because Spinks has to hang on. Just about out of time in the 10th round. And they both throw at the belt. Look at disgust again in the face of the referee. But the 10 times they will not score an even round. So Mayorga on the championship territory now.
It's in great shape.
And we know that Mayorga can go the distance because he did just that in his last fight, 12 rounds, against Vernon Forrest.
I think it's pretty close. I think Mayorga's fighting with a little more desperation.
Well, he's taking another point away here.
That hurts.
That could be critical now in this fight. If it's as close as we think it is, this guy has lost 2 points. It could be very critical. Hitting and holding again.
Quit doing that.
And he says it again. In the 11th round here. And look at this. Cory Spinks trying to outbox this guy.
Watch your head.
Man, if this is an even round with a point away, or Spinks won this, it's a 2-point round. But Mayorga may be doing too much. No, he slips again. He was off balance and was held up by the ropes. He was just off balance when he...
Very lucky that he saw it.
Mayorga continues. He's having a good round. But it's like he had that terrific round back in the 5th when he lost his first point. He was winning that round definitively. He's winning this 9th. That time he slipped again. That was there's a logo in the corner. All corners, really. And then the 2 active corners. Closing seconds of the 11th round. All right, the bell ends the 11th. Now there's an example of a round I think Mayorga won. And it may be a 9-9 round because he had the point taken away. It's that close, folks, as we go to the 12th and final round of this fight. This thing can go any way. And the crowd in the Boardwalk Hall is on its feet.
Come on, don't pick him up like that.
This time he won Cory Spinks. Don't pick him up like that. Bad enough trying to keep this guy eligible before the close of the fight. I see what you mean because he does a great job counterpunching. He is a terrific fighter. matter what happens in this fight, Cory Spinks is going to be recognized as a great fighter. But without the win, it doesn't mean much because this guy goes on. I mean, this fight's mega fights now. And again, he slips down as he spins him down with the elbow behind the head. I'm glad we got a referee with the experience of Tony Orlando in there. Because Spinks has been off his feet on 3 different occasions, if my recollection is right. All the times he's been pushed down, got slipped on the one occasion, and off balance on another. The Tony game got him a break on him.
Break! Break!
Finally, he gets the word. For the first time, the referee says break, and Mayorga broke clean.
Break! No punching, no punching.
He is fun to watch.
He really is. He's very entertaining.
Rob reacting with everything he does. Mayorga gets a shot in, Cory counter punches him, all of that stuff. He throws a forearm at the side of his head.
Break!
Boy, what a frustrating guy to fight. Halfway through the final round, there's a big shot landed by Mayorga.
Break! No punching, step back, step back.
No joking around for the last 4 or 5 rounds by Mayorga. And all business.
I'm sure he feels the urgency. They don't know where he's at.
Cory Spinks has proven one thing to me tonight. He is a terrific boxer. Any guy that can box with this guy like this has done a great job. Mayorga just sort of teeing off on Cory. I mean, he's done a nice job of counter-punching on occasion, but Mayorga's forcing this thing. 42 seconds to go in the fight.
Break! No punching, no
Does
punching.
Mayorga want it? What's going on with Spinks?
I think Cory
And down he goes, and again, he's
punches
hit.
the punch.
And Tony says no. That time he get hit in the side of the body. That is a questionable one. But it won't be questionable in the judge's eye where they score 10-9 in favor of Mayorga.
That was a
won't be able to
knockdown
give
in
the
my
10-8.
opinion. He knocked him down with a body shot.
But just the mere fact that he hit him with that kind of a shot might be definitive enough to give Mayorga this fight. Inside of 5 seconds to go in this fight. Mayorga really on the assault here now, and it's all over. Both guys think they've won.
I think Cory took this round off.
Oh, it was a big mistake because... All right, here's Michael Buffer.
Will be the undisputed welterweight world champion. Arthur Ellenson scores the contest, 114 to 114. Eugene Grant scores it, 114 to 112. John Keane has it, 117 to 110. For the winner by majority decision from St. Louis, Missouri, the undisputed welterweight champion of the world, Cory, the next generation Spinks.
How about that? You were